All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glory is unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Arachawadash, that belong to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone. And greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you. Hopefully, elect Shalom unto you. Your brother Shaquat with a really quick video. Just want to get straight to the point. Someone, it was Brother Hassad, who formerly of the Sakari, okay, and they were listing things in the truth, and he got down to, if you don't teach, whether you do it or not, if you don't teach that you can have sex on the Sabbath, then you can't join their camp. You might want to look somewhere else. All right. And so what I'm just going to go into is strictly, strictly the law of it. Okay. This will be straightforward and easy. This is in the first 5 books of Moses, since they hinge on the law so deeply over there where they come from. Okay, so he used Deuteronomy 4, verse 2, which says, "Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of your Lord power Yahweh, which I command you." Okay, so he said that's why you can't teach that. But truth be told, here's the law on it right here. Of course, this breaks down, this is the 10 Commandments, so this is a really easy place to find it. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. All right, now we can go into a whole bunch of other scriptures about it, right, and find other things about it, but let's look into what this word holy means. BlueLetterBible.org, Exodus 20 verse 8, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Okay, remember to observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. All right, get the word, which is holy, Quadash. Quadash. Okay, to consecrate, sanctify, prepare, dedicate, be hallowed, be holy, be sanctified, be separate, right? To be set apart, be consecrated, to be hallowed. So it's supposed to be set apart from all the other things that you do. And in any other Sabbath understanding that you go into the scripture that tells you that you refrain from doing certain things, particular things that you do the other days on the 7th day. Right, and that shouldn't be a heavy breakdown to go into, but we're just going to keep going into the definition of this word. To consecrate, taboo, to show oneself sacred or majestic, to be honored, be treated as sacred, to be holy, to be set apart as sacred, consecrated, dedicated, to observe as holy, keep sacred, to honor as sacred, hallow. Okay, devote. Right, all these words for it. Hallow, you see consecrate, separate, right? As holy. So let's look some of those words up. We're just going to Google them, see if there's anything further down real quick. Clean, here's a big one. To be causatively made, pronounced, or observed as clean, ceremonially or morally. Okay, that's heavy. Appoint, bid, consecrate, dedicate, defile, hallow, be, keep, holy. A place, keep, prepare, proclaim, purify, sanctify, holy. All right. Used of physical purity, pure, clean. Okay. Clean. And I was going to just go straight to the other one, but I want to get into a couple of these words. Just look up consecrate.
Here's the definition of consecrate. Make or declare something, typically a church, sacred. Dedicate formally to a religious or divine purpose.
Okay. What other words do we have in here? Open that up. Devote exclusively to a particular purpose. Okay, what's the purpose of the Sabbath? To be separate, to be holy, right? So let's see, make holy, sanctify. The definition of sanctify, one of the words, set apart as or declare holy, consecrate. Okay, hallow, honor as holy. You got to look up the word holy. Let's see where the word holy is at. It's got to be in here. Among these words, set aside. Let's see what it says. Save or keep something, typically time or money, for a particular purpose. Let's see if we can find the word sacred is what I was looking for. See what we got here. Devote. So now we need ordain, anoint, sanctify, bless, make holy. Let's look up the word holy.
Here's the definition of holy: dedicated or consecrated to God or a religious purpose. Sacred.
Okay. So this is set apart for God. Sacred, consecrated, right? Hallowed, hear that word. Made holy, consecrate. Okay. Divine, dedicated of a person devoted to a task or purpose, having single-minded, holy, a loyalty or integrity. Yeah. All right. And so when it went and said clean, which we saw, okay, let's see, saintly, godly, okay, but we saw in the blue letter it said clean. All right, right here, kodash, pure, be pure, clean. All right. Anything further down? Okay, but that's the point. So let's go to clean and what happens when you have sex. So if the Sabbath is holy, consecrated, pure, and clean, what happens when we have sex? Go to the law. Okay, Leviticus 15, verse 16. If any man's seed of copulation go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean until the even, right? And every garment and every skin whereon is the seed of copulation shall be washed with water and be unclean until even. Okay, so you're gonna go through the whole Sabbath. Okay, if you do this before the sun goes down, going into the new, the Sabbath, the sundown Sabbath, then you're gonna be unclean the whole Sabbath. You have to completely wash yourself going into it. Okay. The woman also with whom man shall lie with seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until the even. So both of them are unclean. Okay, let's go to the blue letter. Leviticus 15, verse 16. In the blue letter, this is the NLT. Whenever a man has an emission of semen, he must bathe his entire semen, right? That's sex. He must bathe his entire body in water, and he will remain ceremonially unclean until the next evening. Okay? Any clothing or leather or with semen on it must be washed in water, and it will remain unclean until evening. After a man and a woman have sexual intercourse, they must each bathe in water, and they will remain unclean until next evening. So you've now not consecrated and made the Sabbath holy. Okay, because you had sex on the Sabbath. So you're all about the law, but you're talking about teaching and being unclean on the Sabbath. Okay? And something I was just going to mention and say it, and I'll grab a precept. But first, matter of fact, let's see this in another translation. As I look for other translations, we know those, the woman, there are no emissions in both. Emission of semen. Let's see, get a different word with emission of semen. You're going to say, he bust one. Seed of copulation. Emission of semen, okay, intercourse with the woman, seminal emission, seminal, right? And his seed goes out from him, Okay, so don't think, oh, I'm gonna just get it in, but what I'm not gonna bust. You off also, okay? You off also, because your mind is not in the spirit of the law. If a man sleeps with a woman so that there is a seminal emission, they shall both bathe in water and be unclean until evening. That's the NSAB 20. It says a similar to the same thing in the NSAB 95. The Amplified says the same thing as well. Okay, which is, I mean, come on, this is straightforward and easy to understand. All right, but let's go to this because he said, let's see if I can find the clip of when he said it. All right, so this is him saying it for himself.
Sex on the Sabbath is lawful. If you are going to teach that it is unlawful, there's an issue with that, because Deuteronomy 4:2 says, "You shall not add to nor diminish from the word that I speak unto you," which is in context the law. So if you're adding to the law, which is technically, that's a sin, it's not a place for you. Now, does that mean that you have to lay down with a woman on the Sabbath? No, but you certainly cannot teach that it's unlawful.
See, so he said it himself, right out of his own mouth. All right, now in with this, Matthew 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, which is what they're doing over there, okay, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom. That's why we know the law doesn't save us, but we still not promote, what's the word I uses? We establish the law. And this is a law you can keep. You don't have to have sex on the Sabbath, as he said, but it's not lawful also to have sex on the Sabbath, okay? I just went through a couple scriptures, just simple and plain, okay? And as brothers have done in their videos, and I'll try to link the elder brother Karatazar's video from the Vegas into this over here in Vegas and try to link that in. He goes thoroughly into it, and other brothers have been going into it. But hey, this is straightforward what the law is. I just hit the law, and then what Yahushua said about it. Okay, went to the blue letter so you can see that it's meant to be clean. Okay, that's what holy means. But hey, you know, everybody has their lane and their lot. Okay, we're starting to see the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua define the different doctrines and lanes, okay, for believers to follow. And if sex on the Sabbath is what differentiates this new Hassad and Hakah group from Great Millstone's doctrine, and you gravitate to that, hey, that's for you, okay? If it's whatever ISUPK is, whatever IUIC, whatever, all these Christianity, whatever, all these lanes of belief, it's up to you, okay, to discern that your salvation is on the line. It's up to you, okay? But we're just here to bring you the truth and show it to you, whether you gravitate to it or not, whether it's for you or not. Hey, it's not up to us. Our job is to warn you and send a message. So with that, Lord, what is edifying, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshua, Bashem, Roch HaKodesh, until the next one. Shalom.